Hi, I'm Mark Mone, Chancellor of UW-Milwaukee. I would like to welcome you to the Chancellor Chat series, which is a new format for us where I'm able to interview notable faculty, staff, alumni, and community members who are doing great work with high impact. Today, my guest is Distinguished Professor of Psychology, Dr. Karyn Frick. Karyn is doing incredibly important work involving hormones and memory loss. Karyn, welcome.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to be here.
It's going to be terrific for us to be able to talk about memory loss and the regulating effects of hormones. Let's do some rapid fire lightning rounds with this. Let's have some fun.
Okay.
First of all, tell me what you're studying.
Yeah, I'm really interested in how memories are formed and how memory loss happens in aging and neurodegenerative disease. So particularly where I'm interested in how hormones regulate memory. So the specific answer to your question is we're interested in identifying the cellular and molecular mechanisms in the brain through which estrogens regulate memory formation throughout the lifespan, the adult lifespan in both male and female mice.
Okay, all right. So what have been the general findings of your work between hormones and memory?
The main finding is that they're really important in regulating memory in both males and females. We find that they have very rapid effects on the brain that can differ between males and females. And we can use the research, the basic research in understanding how those memories are formed to try to develop treatments for relieving memory loss in aging and neurodegenerative disease.
So important. This work is vitally important to so many individuals in the world today. So there must be a story in terms of why you chose to study this area.
I've always been interested in memory because memories are what makes each of us who we are. We all have very unique sets of memories of experiences, facts, experiences with people. And when those memories start to falter, as we get older and if we're struck with a neurodegenerative disease, that's devastating. We really lose little pieces of who we are. So I've been interested in trying to understand how memories are formed and then what we can do to stop deterioration.
So you've answered my next question a little bit, but I want to tease it out just a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Practical applications of your work, particularly as we look at work in the lab, mm-hmm. basic research as you talked about with mice, to humans.
Yes, exactly. So we use mice as models for human systems, for how memories can be formed in an optimally functioning system as a young subject, like a college student, so that we can try to understand how those processes change through the aging process. And so that we can use those lessons to try to develop novel treatments for alleviating memory loss.
Powerful. What advice would you give individuals who are concerned about memory loss, either may be experiencing it themselves or family members that they have?
Right. There are a lot of things that we can do to actually preserve our memories. So for women who are in their late 40s, early 50s, who don't have a family history of breast or uterine cancer, they might want to consider taking estrogen therapy as a way to keep their brain healthy. But more broadly, for everybody, exercising, good diet, keeping intellectually stimulated and maintaining social connections are really, really important. Very easy things we can do at any age to help preserve our brain health and cognitive function.
And for men too? Similar
for men
types
too.
of things? Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
I won't go into men versus women memory losses discussions on the home front at all. I'm not going to go there. We can have some fun with that at some point.
Yep.
I will ask though one more bonus question if I may.
Sure.
You are really important in terms of the research that you're doing internationally. You're really one of the leading figures. You've received federal funds mm-hmm.
In
terms of work from NSF, NIMH, a number of other grant agencies. But you also do more than just study on your own and individually in a lab. Can you talk a little bit about your belief in both undergraduate and graduate study student work that you lead?
Absolutely. The work that undergraduate and graduate students are doing in my lab and labs throughout UWM is absolutely vital to the research. We're going to talk, we talk about my research Yes, it's mine, but I'm no longer the one that's physically in the lab, because I'm doing things like this and doing service to the university in the field. So it's really the graduate students and the undergraduates who are the foot soldiers in the lab day to day, doing the work, making the discoveries, and then I help them kind of put all that together and disseminate it to the world.
Terrific. Karyn, I really appreciate the work that you do and how you engage students, other faculty, and really have helped put us on the map for a lot of the work that you're doing around neurodegenerative disorders and memory loss hormone work. So thank you for that. Thank you for being my inaugural, the first in the Chancellor Chat
You're
series.
welcome. Yeah,
Wonderful.
it's my pleasure.
Wonderful. And thank you for joining us. This is the first of Chancellor Chat series. Look forward to more very soon. Thanks.